The message that I'm here to spread is to let them know that I'm tired of the threats to our rights, taking our rights away, and making us pretty much criminals and felons overnight if these laws do pass. And we just sick and tired of it. I mean, as you can see, the numbers out here says a lot. So.
We're here with Chuck Smith. You ran for Attorney General, and now you're out here participating in this Second Amendment rally.
Right.
Why is the Second Amendment so important to you?
Well, the Constitution is important. The Second Amendment is just one part of the Constitution. Listen, if they steamroll the Second Amendment, they'll steamroll everything else. People are concerned about their rights to bear arms. That's not a state right. That's a United States Constitution right. At the end of the day, we've got to get the government on board with the fact that they just can't suspend the Constitution or any part of it when they get ready. You got people who are concerned not just that the government has an ulterior motive, but the government doesn't appreciate the rights of the citizens. You know, the rights were given to each of the citizens of Virginia by the United States government. Weren't given by Virginia, so Virginia can't take it away. The governor has done something which I think is really unprecedented. Nowhere, anywhere can you get a law or an order for a law based on your suspicion that something might happen.
What do you think about how the media has been spinning this, that this is all a bunch of radical extremists out here today that, you know, have bad intentions or have racial intentions, and that this is like a thing that everyone should be afraid of?
Of course, they would say that to help push their narrative and kind of deceive the people into thinking that we are the bad guys when simply we just want to hold on to our rights to protect ourselves.
Have you seen any KKK or whatnot out here?
Nope, haven't seen one. Matter of fact, John, come here. This is a sponsor to my podcast.
Okay.
So,
Also director for Gun Owners of America for Virginia.
if this is a white supremacist movement, why would my sponsor, who is a white guy, sponsoring a black podcast, be here? It just doesn't add up, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, pro-gunners have to be better with PR. We have to get better at showing the diversity in the Second Amendment community.
So we're definitely here to show that there's unity, because the media will play and act like we don't deal with each other very well. We won't come together, but you can look around, and I've seen people from all walks of life today. Different colors, different countries, different cities. So I'm just here to support that, but it's important to me because that's what I need to protect my life. And if you take that away from me, what am I going to do?
Look, there's enough of us that's willing to be here, and I heard a report that's probably going to be close to 100,000 people throughout the entire day to show up here, to show their support for America. You know, this is beautiful. I love seeing this.
Northam is trying to separate people. This is not a black issue. This is not a white issue. This is not Hispanic or Asian. This is an American issue. And at the end of the day, Martin Luther King stood for Americans. His pitch was, if there's discord anywhere, if there's injustice anywhere, there's injustice everywhere. You can't have something like this where Northam believes that something is about to happen and he is going to roll down the Second Amendment. You have families, fathers, mothers who believe not just in the Second Amendment, they believe in all of it. The First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, all of it. The 10th Amendment specifically says that government can't do this. There are certain things that belong to the people. Northam believes that he can suspend it, and these people are here to tell him he can't do that.
What they say about us is completely, it's a fallacy. It's not true. It's just a method of them to kind of just brainwash the public that's not necessarily on board with us or just kind of neutral, to kind of get them on their side.
Well, you know, they had to ratify it a long time ago because of us in '66 when we were trying to protect ourselves a long time ago. So it's part of history for us.
If you go back into history, gun control starts here in Virginia. It's a very racist place, and this is where I was basically raised. This is where I'm from. So, I mean, if you're trying to take anything away from me that I need to protect myself, I think that's a no-go. And I also don't agree with some of the things going on with this blackface Northam guy.
The Second Amendment is black history. The first gun restrictions were in place right here in Virginia in the 1600s. Then after that, we had slave codes right after the Civil War. And then after that, we had Jim Crow, and then we had the Mulford Act. So literally, this country has always been stripping away black people from being able to defend themselves and liberate themselves. So that's why it's important to me. I'm trying to carry on the tradition that my ancestors did before me.
What do you think about Governor Ralph Northam, how he had that controversy with blackface?
We were here. We came here. Yeah, we came here to protest that too. Absolutely. We came here to protest that too. It's despicable. You know, I know he says it was a long time ago and it was Halloween costumes or whatever it was, but all in all, you know, we know.
That just shows who he is. His wife did something very similar when she handed out cotton to little black kids at the governor's mansion and asked them to reflect on slavery. So there's just a racist family in general. He should have been removed when that whole incident went down. He didn't because we're such a blue state. But as far as history goes, he's also killing innocent babies that have already been born. So if you're pro-abortion, which, disproportionately affects black people, you're taking black people's guns. This looks like we're going back in time to me. So, yeah, I don't think he should be in office at all.
This is the governor now who, with the attorney general, was rolling around in blackface. This is the government where the lieutenant governor was rolling around in scandal. Whatever that case may, whatever's happening there was a state of emergency, right? The government was in turmoil. We have to get back to issues that matter, what the people here are saying. When we're talking about our homes, our families, our children, we're also talking about our rights to defend ourselves. And the Second Amendment gives us that right. We've taken God out the classroom. We're not going to let him take the Constitution away from us. And that's what the people here are standing for. And I stand with them.
Well, we as black people have been a danger for a long time to a lot of people, it seems like. Whether we're doing something or not doing something, we're always part of that element. So, of course, we disagree with that. And a lot of laws have been made to directly affect us to fill up the penitentiaries that they constantly build. And, that's something that we're very passionate about helping.
I'm here because I love this country, and if the Democrats are able to do away with the Constitution, a temporary ban on the Constitution, come on, never heard of.
Yeah.
Everyone should be terrified of that. Everyone should be asking the question, how did we get here? And I think the reason why they're doing it is because President Trump keeps winning. They've got to try to do something. And on another thing, if they successfully remove Trump by any means necessary, that they know the people are going to rise up.
Oh, yeah.
So they want to disarm all of us before that takes place.
The Second Amendment was put in place not for hunting, which a lot of people like to make it seem to be. It was really initially put in place to protect ourselves from any form of terrorist or tyranny or domestic violence, such as, the things that they're trying to push. It protects against what they're trying to do, and it's not. It has nothing to do with hunting, nothing what they try to make it seem to be. Pretty much number one main priority was to protect against a tyrannical government.
We need to protect ourselves. There's a criminal element out there of people that have weapons, and we definitely have to be able to fight back against that. If someone attacks you or whatever, you should have the right to defend yourself. And, we've never been an organization to ever attack anybody. We've never done nothing like that. So what we do is we've always been on the protect and defend part of the law. So.
Are you willing to lay down your life to protect the Second Amendment and your right to carry?
Definitely. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, that'd be the perfect thing to give my life up for. It's something my family would be honored about.
I'd love to die for my freedom. Shoot, they're going to throw me a parade. They're probably going to put me on a T-shirt. Yeah. What else are we going to die for? If I'm controlled and I'm a slave, you might as well kill me anyways.
Would you be willing to lay down your life to protect the Second Amendment and your right to carry?
Absolutely. That's why I'm out here.
Listen, I'm a Marine, I'm a Navy JAG. I served my country, I'm a lawyer for 40 years. Everything in me tells me that what we're doing here is right. What we're doing here is bringing the best of America out. And just because it's Virginia, we don't think that the government of Virginia is going to be able to do this.
Remember, I'm listener supported, so please go to InfoWarsStore.com to support my work. Take advantage of some of the great deals and the great products we have available so you can both help take care of your own health and help us fight the info war. You can also go to Millie Weaver on Subscribestar to support me directly if you choose to. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to give you my next video.
The future is now.
They had us as number 1 on Droid, number 3 on Apple. Then we went back to get screenshots because our numbers showed us number 1, and we're gone.
How did you decide to ban Alex Jones?
What users want from us and what we've always provided them is a curated platform. If you're going to curate, that should be all.
Let me tell Tim Cook something. We're watching you and what you're doing.
InfoWars is steps ahead of the globalists and their censorship agenda.
Getting ready to launch the next few months, new apps. Now it's easier than ever to have band.video on your iPhone. Simply go to band.video with your Safari browser. Then you click the share button at the bottom of the screen. When the menu comes up, you simply click Add to Home Screen. You will now have band.video app on your home screen, despite the fact that Tim Cook tried to stop it. So it's up to you whether you want to defy big tech and click the share buttons below. Be sure and share band.video.